Hello friends, I am Rob, a proud resident of Benchleydale Academy, and of course a very fortunate one because I won another prize at Benchleydale. This little beauty arrived for me today, thanks to a clever little response I gave to one of the contests, and not having it ready, I will not be able to regale you with that, but it was very clever. It might not be entirely appropriate for my channel. So, we're going to open this up and show you what we got. The prize for this was a dice box that I think serves as a rolling tray. Unfortunately, the site videos or photos aren't really telling, mostly just showing the outside, so we'll see. Alright, well, we've got all kinds of stuff. Holy cow, he loaded this one. So, this thanks again go out to Tim Connolly at Benchleydale for all of the cool loots. The loots are always very cool. So, we have a variety of cards from many of the major suppliers of prizes that we've gotten at Benchleydale. And I'm not entirely certain all of them, whose is what, but we're going to look into them still, because I strongly believe in giving credit to everybody. So first of all, we have a packet of Skull Splitter dice stickers, which I do like Skull Splitter dice. The ones that I have had have rolled true. They've been very nice. And these stickers are great. All kinds of things you can put these on. I honestly like the simplest one though. Just show off what you make. Very nice. So that's from Skull Splitter. Awesome. We've got a load of cards, and we'll have to look and see if we can decipher who is responsible for what, but sure. Alright, so we've got a couple of these really cool small pads of graph paper. One is line graph, the other is hex graph. And I'll be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a small pad of hex graph like this, considering that I do enjoy some games that use hexes quite a bit, like GURPS. And as far as tactical combat goes, I believe that hexes are a lot more realistic than a square grid. Yeah, I'm very happy to have those. Those are really cool. And those are produced by Black Blade Publishing, yes. Black Blade Publishing. So, those came into Tim's possession. They are now in my possession and will be very well loved and used. And so we will continue on. Oh my. Alright, we have from Art of War Studios stuff. Oh, these look like icons for combat. Like, you know, so you have miniature stand-ins for certain things, like splatters where somebody has died and you want to get the miniature out of the way. I wanted to get a bunch of those when I saw those first at Jolly Blackburn's table at Gamehole Con. But let's see what we got here. Okay. Well, we have... These might be icons for status modifiers, too. Like, we've got a little explodey unconscious face guy, who might be a marker for being unconscious. And then we've got a one eye opened and what looks like a tongue sticking out for sickened, perhaps? I'm not entirely certain. Like I said, if they had left a kind of a key as to what these are for, that would have been kind of cool. And a couple of these are a little hard to read. But these little things are kind of neat. A little bit of flashing. And with these, because these are not round and disc shaped, you could, pull these out for anything, really. But there's a whole pile of these little cool things. There's a little skull. Question mark? So yeah, can think of things to do with these. I can also think that they better go back in that bag or they're going to get lost.
Did you drop one?
I did.
Okay.
It's down there somewhere. So, but those are pretty cool. I'm going to have to check out Art of War and see if they've got something on their site saying what all those are supposed to be for, but they are pretty cool. And I have another one, also from Art of War. So they really like to make these kind of things. But this appears to be... I think this could be really handy with something I've got going on. These are green plus tokens and red minus tokens. Now, I do play a lot of games. I don't just play First Edition Dungeons and Dragons. As a matter of fact, I don't play a great deal of it. But I do, however, and there's also the laser cut 20-sided die behind them, which is cool. But I'm playing a game basically which is Fudge, the Princess Bride, the role-playing game, which pluses and minuses are kind of a big deal in the game. So your successes are determined by rolling 4 dice, and each one of them has 2 pluses, 2 minuses, and 2 blanks. So they can sway the final result of your attempt. I think something like this could easily work into a mechanic, where I can also basically throw in bonuses and penalties to remind players what their circumstance is, and allow them to use something like this to manipulate the game and give it a little bit more narrative flair. So these are really cool. I've never seen these before, but I'm happy to have them. They're something I definitely can do something with. And that's from Art of War Studios. So I think that is the Syria. Now it's time for the main event, which is all bubble wrapped up. And it is
sticker.
Oh, did I miss something? Oof. I did miss something. I missed something that requires a little extra help. The Crafty Kraken Emporium. Cool cards. I have a large collection of in the business cards, which is great. All right, so we have a cool book. This has a string to wrap around to hold it shut. I think if I do it the other way, well, I can just take this and tie it in, so that works. Wood is very, very light. It feels like balsa. Maybe a little thicker than that. And as you can see, this looks like this has all been very skillfully cut. All of the joints are very smooth. The spine of this is very nice. And opening it up, we have a brilliant felt line dice tray. Oh yes. The center of this is hinged, and you can actually see through it. It's cut to make it very flexible, but it doesn't feel weak or fragile. This feels, well, not solid because it's hollow, but it feels very good in the hand. And likewise, because this is glued and joined around like this and put together so skillfully. And the lid latches here, which is really a good idea. It should go together quite securely. And I suddenly, before this, I was using, this is a candle holder, but it worked ideally for a dice tray. As a matter of fact, I still got most of my playing dice in there. So now, and this wasn't felt lined either. I was always going to cut out a circle of felt and use that. But now, not only can I roll dice in here, and as you can hear, it's nice and muffled. Yeah, sometimes it's nice to hear the dice rattling off the wood table, but sometimes you don't want that extra drama. Sometimes you very much want the players to hear the extra drama, though, and make them panic. And then, when it's all said and done, I can take this and put it up. I don't think I'm going to carry dice in here. I don't think that's really the intent, or the whole thing would be felted over. Ballistic impacts probably wouldn't do too well on this wood, and I don't want to chip it prematurely or anything like that. So we're not going to do that. But this is a very well crafted dice box. It's very well done. I'm very, very pleased and impressed. And a shout out goes out to Richard Moore, who said this is the prize that he really wanted to win. He did get something, which I'm happy for. But yes, it's very cool. This will, and also again, us gamers, we love WoW. We love being able to put this on the table, open it up, and that's where I'm going to be doing my rolling. That looks a heck of a lot more impressive than, just pulling this out or rolling on the table. So we love our WoW. We really do. So thank you very much. I'm very pleased to have gotten this. Now, again, shout outs to friends of Benchleydale. He sent me a large selection of cards. Obviously, they aren't all from the current gift holders, but they are from friends of Benchleydale who have given us many prizes, some of which may have been won by fellow Academy members who didn't give them enough attention. So this is from 1980 Who, which are pretty cool. And this is a nice thank you card for getting stuff from them, including a code for discount from their site. Dasu Dragon, Leather Workers Extraordinaire. Variety of products, but I've gotten their leather products before, and they're very good. Still love that dice holster, by the way. It's excellent. Rowengate.com. Victory, it's in the bag. Not as familiar with them, but nice card. Marketing Materials Skinny Crafts from Katie Skinny. So I've got that. So thank you for your donations to Benchleydale. We do appreciate them. From the Crafty Kraken, who I believe has their home on Etsy, making fine gaming products. Nope, they have their own. The Crafty Kraken Emporium.com. So check that out for your gaming needs. Dice Lab. I still love my squished, warped, four-sided dice. As a matter of fact, I have one right here in my dice tray for convenient four-sided dice rolling. Much better than the caltrippy kind. Pick up so much easier and don't have to worry about stepping on them. Very cool, guys. Thank you again. I always like to see your stuff in these little packs. And the Little Kitty Bag Company. We've been fortunate to have some really cool dice bags at Benchleydale, and the Little Kitty has contributed to those as well. I've got quite a few dice, but never seem to have enough bags and everything for all of them. So if you guys also have a need for stuff like that, give them a call. Give them a little thank you for donating to Benchleydale. And from what I've seen, their designs and prints and everything are really cool. So highly recommend checking them out. So thank you again. Especially thank you, Art of War. Love those tokens. The those are really cool. Very excited for all of this stuff. Even Skull Splitter and their stickers are cool, just cool. So, and thank you again to Timothy Connolly, our headmaster of the Academy and runner of the Double Helix S3 expedition to the Barrier Peaks that may never get to the Barrier Peaks because there's towns in the way. So until next time, thank you very much, my Benchleydale friends and followers of the Lair of OmnusI. I am Rob, and this has once again been another prize unboxing. So thank you, and until next time, farewell.